Hi, I'm Laurie McCauley from Optimum Pet Vitality. Welcome to Learn and Go with Laurie. Today I'm going to introduce you to Axel and take you on his journey of him and the laser. So this is Axel at 5.5 years of age, at being an active protection dog. He jumped up in the air, came down, landed wrong, and took an abnormal step. And Mom wasn't sure, but he looked really good for a while. He, within a week, had an abnormal gait, and they went to the regular vet, and Axel is a protection dog, so when the regular vet palpated his knee, he actually screamed and tried to bite. And the regular vet said, okay, it's got to be a CCL tear, and we're going to go from there. And Nancy Jane rested him for 6.5 weeks. He came out of that, and within a couple days, he was lame again. Well, what they didn't realize was the semitendinosus comes down there, and he must have grabbed that when he palpated it. So as soon as he was done with his 6.5 weeks of rest, he was lame again. So he went to a boarded surgeon who said, this is fibrotic myelopathy, and it's crippling, and it's fatal, and it's not going to go away, and it's a poor prognosis. And his mom said, I don't accept that. I'm going to find somebody that can help me. So she called around, she got a hold of me, and in July, I got to meet Axel. So here's his video of his gait at the time. You'll see that he has the typical gait. It's his left rear leg. I have it in slow motion, so you're going to see that rotation and slap of the leg. Now the right leg is affected too, but not nearly as bad as the left leg. And that's kind of common to have both legs affected. So you can watch as it goes through. Every time you'll see that internal rotation of the leg, so the hock comes out or tarsus comes out, and then he slaps his foot, because the semitendinosus in there, it goes as long as it can, and it can't stretch anymore. So it just stops. Okay? So we worked on it, and he was doing great. We had full stretches. He had no lameness. It was awesome until September, when he went nuts in the car because somebody came by and he destroyed the inside of the car, and he had a grade 2 strain of his gracilis on the same side. So when you palpate that, as soon as you go to take it into stretch, so extend the stifle and start to flex the hip, it was painful and thickened right next to that origin, muscle tendon interface, painful, hard. We lasered it. It got better. Took a few times, but it got better. We worked with him doing exercises. He was doing great until he heard a loud noise and went screaming up the stairs and had a strain, grade 1 strain at least, of his gastrocnemius. Now, I might say a grade 2 because he still has fibrous tissue in there. So it was an additional thing. How do I know? Again, same kind of stretch, but it wasn't his hamstring muscles that was tight and nasty. As I moved down the leg, I had my fingers on the gastrocnemius, and there was a tight, thick band, like somebody put, I won't even say a rubber band. It was really hard, like a fishing wire in there, but a lot thicker. So we lasered that, and we got rid of that. And there's still little scar tissue in there, but we have full stretch, which is wonderful, except that in January of this year, he came in and he had abrasions and significant fibrous tissue. Actually, first it was on the right side, his good leg, and then the next time I saw him, it was on the left side. And we lasered it, and we said, okay, well, what is this? And we did a slow motion gait analysis and saw that he shifted his weight back, tucked his pelvis, and he was abrading it. He was actually rubbing it on the gravel. So what did we do? We lasered it, both sides, and it went away, and it was wonderful. And we goosed him to get him to stand up and have better posture, and it's staying away, which is wonderful. And everything was good until his mom called and said, Laurie, I went to his vet. He was chewing near his anus, and they said he has anal gland fistulas, and I don't know what to do. And so she came in, and we lasered it. And the regular vet said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's all gone. Wonderful. Until just last month, I saw Axel because his mom called and said, we went to the regular vet, and she said he has an iliopsoas strain. Well, the vet tried to extend his hip, and he snapped. He was painful. But luckily, it wasn't the iliopsoas. It was actually a really nasty trigger point with spasms in his sartorius. So again, finding the problem and being able to fix it, we lasered it one time. And Nancy Jane sent me a picture of, look, Laurie, look how good he's stretching. Woohoo, everything's gone. So now what? So now we work with Axel, and we see him every 4 to 5 weeks, and we are maintaining him, and he's doing great. So if you see fibrotic myelopathy, don't think it's a death sentence. Know that we can treat it, and laser is amazing because it can treat all of the things that's going on with Axel. All right, I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. I'll see you next time. I'm Laurie McCauley with Optimum Pet Vitality.